It's a pretty dope story because it's a parallel between myself and my company. And I don't know if you guys watch HBO, the show Ballers.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Wayne and Rock Johnson. Yeah. They draw a parallel between myself and Rock's character and Ballers.
Oh.
So yeah, it's a pretty dope article. I can't wait to read it, but they won't let me. I haven't got my copy yet. I haven't read it, but.
So it's more like is it rags riches kind of?
I don't think it's rag to riches. She just basically just drew that parallel. And it kind of summarizing the whole BE Modern Man selection. And I was featured in Black Enterprise like 3-4 years ago, talking about the concept Wing of Homage, which is a book, and it basically said that we have the recipe to prosperity, and it talked about the rags to riches story, how I've overcome foreclosure, 3 payday loans, you know, you name it, been through it, and built a financial empire. So.
Excellent.
Are you recording now?
Yeah, I'm recording.
Gotta wait for her to get
Yeah, we said one more. But you still actively network though?
Not as much as I used to.
Not as much.
I'm so busy. I don't have really time to get out away from the office. You got payroll. You know, you got reports to read. You got, you know, running teams and offices and stuff like that. So networking is, I've done it, but I just don't do it as much. The brain is kind of there where my inbox is. My DM be popping. People reach out, so I don't have to do it as much as I used to. But I love it. I love meeting people though. And I love doing stuff like this too. This really gets me excited, just interacting with people, especially with a smaller group, because you get to really get to know the person, you know their stories and passions, and see if I can offer assist or inspire. So, like this. I'll sign that too.
So where can we get a copy of this?
I got mine. You gotta write that check for her. Little pop. Now my wife got him over there, $20. Where were we? Introducing ourselves, right? Engineer.
Yeah, retired civil engineer. I mentioned about the properties that I've had in the past. I consider myself pretty much a creative type of investor. I kind of go into I don't particularly follow the herd so much. You know, I do some creative stuff with making the banks prove with their homes, mortgages, stuff like that. But anyway, the reason why I'm here is that I've been able to get to a certain point, and I'm looking to elevate my status to get more funding for my deals. I recently did a deal. My last deal, I made about $56,000, and then of course that helped me to get my credits and you know, pay down my accounts below 30% and so forth. I started a corporation, and I'm I want to learn more about how to elevate that to receive credit for my business. You know, so that's why I'm here.
Sweet. Thanks for coming up.
Hi, my name is Angie, and I'm just here to learn about the business.
The business, real estate from these experts, right?
Yes.
Sweet. Thanks for coming up. Never mind, you said it. I was about to be stupid, ask a stupid question. Go ahead.
I'm McDonald, Mac for short. I'm new to Georgia. I came here about 4 months ago. Came here strictly to purchase a single-family home and build wealth, and then invest. And I came here for consulting.
Welcome to Atlanta. Thanks for coming out.
Thank you.
You guys.
I'm just here for the free food.
That's a good reason.
You do it too, though.
I love it.
My name is Dawn Young. I enjoyed coming to Juan Pablo's classes and watching him on YouTube, and so I already was attending for that reason. And then today, I guess I'm interested in learning about credit and credit, I guess, repair and whatever you have to, you know, teach us today.
Whatever, huh?
Yeah, I'm open-minded.
I'll teach you how to make chicken pot pie.
Well, if it's going to make us some money, that's fine. I'll take notes.
I'm Ryan. I work with 100% Finance. So I'm here to meet some good people and share some good knowledge. And then also very excited to hear from you as well.
Sweet.
So I know I heard some Jews from you when we spoke at BE Modern Man. So just excited to build upon that.
Sweet, sweet, sweet. That it, guess-wise, you guys are part of the 100% crew? Cool, cool. Well, you guys already know my name, but I'll just say it again. Mark Wingo. I'm the president and CEO of New Beginning Financial Group, which is a financial planning firm based out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. Like I said earlier, we also have an office here in Atlanta, Georgia. Our company works with families, business owners, and former professional athletes, specifically in the NFL industry, or profession, I should say. I'm also the author of this book here that you see everyone purchasing for $20 from my lovely wife, called Wingonomics, which basically teaches you how to create your own economy. But it was a therapeutic way for me to tell my story and make it a learning opportunity as well. So that book is kind of me pouring out, crying out, getting over those embarrassing moments that I went through financially, but also making it a learning experience as well. So that's what that is. And also it's the blueprint of our financial planning firm. So it's a financial concept. So it's not me telling a story, it's an actual financial concept that all of my financial planning clients go through, and NFL players go through as well. Also the creator of a program, a coaching program called My Tax Business in a Box. And what it does is it helps individuals start a tax business from scratch. It also helps those in the tax industry how to increase their profits. Okay? And lastly, the other thing that I created that I'm working on, we're looking to launch Q1 2018, Q2 or so, is it's called Lettuce Tracker. And it's a personal financial software for you to go in and do all types of financial stuff. I don't want to talk about it too much, but we record. Thank you. Y'all stay tuned. Stay tuned. All right. So I'm excited to be here. Like I said earlier, I like speaking in this type of atmosphere. I think this is where I excel most because I'm real specific and give you applicable stuff as opposed to speaking to the general population. A lot of times when you speak to a big crowd, people are just they're like Ryan right here writing and eating and stuff like that.
Texting on the table.
Texting and stuff like that. So I like speaking in crowds like this. So I'm honored to be here. I want to thank you, Juan, Ryan, the whole 100% crew for inviting me out. You know, I think I might have to get some of this free food later after because he's making it look good, whatever concoction he got over there with hash browns. And he's speechless, so you know what's good. But I'm going to get right into it, okay? Like I said earlier, I like to interact, so I'm going to ask questions. So if you answer my questions, interject, whatever the case may be. So my first question is, what is one of your financial concerns? What is one financial uncertainty that's you think's hindering you, stopping you, or holding you back from reaching your financial potential or your financial goals? What is that one thing or things?
Being debt-free,
Yeah.
building wealth. It's my main thing. I want to be debt-free
Yeah.
on my time.
I love it. You're looking at me, you got something to say. What is it?
I got a whole bunch of student loans.
Student
Student
loans.
loans.
You know what they say about the next student loans, right?
What?
I mean, the student loans, they're the next bubble to ruin this economy. When I wrote that book, student loans was $800 billion. It's like 1.4 trillion now.
Wow.
Student loans have become the new form of credit cards.
I believe that.
You know, right now student loans is hot, popping. Tax season and student loans, there's a lot of ballers out here right now.
Right. Right.
A lot of ballers. Student loans, any others?
That's mine, too.
Mostly student loans. I mean, I still do have a IRS problem.
IRS problem, pretty common nowadays.
But that's it.
I would love to talk to you about that a little bit more if you don't mind, one-on-one.
Okay.
Any concerns for you going forward?
Not really.
Not really? No political concerns, healthcare concerns,
Political.
tax concerns? There's a lot of them out there.
Yeah, you're right. And I probably got a list, but now that you mention it, but but for us, particularly where I told you where I'm planning on going,
Yeah.
I really don't see anything that's gonna stop me.
What about lending? Lending rules. Banks sitting on money ain't lending. Got to get creative financing. That's what these guys specialize in.
That's why I'm here.
That's a concern.
Also, in a corporation, you have to have your tax assets in a certain way, or either, I know it'll be heavily taxed.
Formation
Yeah.
is pretty huge.
So protecting your assets.
Protecting your assets. I love it. I love it. Any more? Let's fill them out. This is real good. Young man, how old are you? 14. What concerns you got for the next 6 years, 7 years, 21? You gotta have some. I got
That was the time.
sons. I know what's going on
Care
in
my
mind.
world, the bills.
What do you think stops you? What do you want to be? A designer? What type of designer? I'm not embarrassed. I'll stop. You want to stop?
He's turning red.
It's all awkward.
Her turn.
Her turn. I love looking on the kids, young lady.
Put the cup down.
What do you want to be when you get older?
Put the cup down.
You don't know?
She said extroverted.
Extroverted. you don't have no dreams and nothing like that, or things that you want to be.
We want to see you grow up.
I know you want a big house, nice car.
Oh, tell me what you said. She told me that she's going to move to Hollywood. That she's going to be a singer. And she's leaving me here.
You gonna be the next Beyonce? I see that smile. Yeah, you gonna be the next Beyonce. I'll buy a ticket to see you at Essence Festival. Right. All right. So concerns. I mean, there's so many of them that we've had. Did you have? How about you too?
Well, I was gonna say I got a check or a bill for 2 pennies from them one time.
From the IRS?
Yeah. So if you
Oh, no, you got
if they owe you money, they don't really care.
Yeah.
But if they, I was like, oh, that's a joke. And then I got another one
So
for
you got a-
$37.
Yeah,
And I was like, oh,
I'm
they're
confused.
serious.
You said you got a check for 2 pennies?
They wanted, I needed to pay them 2 pennies.
They sent him a
For the
bill.
bill.
Because you
Oh, for
didn't
Because I didn't
pay
pay.
it.
That was how much short my payment
To
to
the
them was.
IRS, your obligation. Yeah.
Yeah, so they don't play.
And he didn't pay it, and you got charged.
And then I got another one for $37.
Did they charge for the postage and the letter?
That was all, that
EPA?
37 and a little bit of change was all of the late fee.
Wow.
Added to the 2 pennies.
Yeah.
Wow.
2 pennies, like what were they gonna do?
Yeah. Well, you know what the IRS stands for, right? Like, just bring it all together. Theirs, right? They want their money. They don't care. And I don't know if you guys are paying attention to the.
Yeah, the IRS.
Yeah, I would have wrote it up if we had something. Yeah, it's theirs, right? They want their money. I don't know if you guys are paying attention. The economy's changing.
Yes.
We're living by some new rules. The way you make money has changed. I don't mean to pick on you, but
No.
you're the elder of the group, right? When you were 21, getting into the workforce, how'd you make, when you needed money, what did you go and do?
I mean, work. I mean,
You went and got a job.
yeah.
When young folks need money now, what do? Record a video. They want to get Instagram
YouTube.
popping,
Yes,
Yeah.
YouTube.
right? The way people are making money is changing.
There's people that's always changed. I remember the interest rate was 17% and being an investor. Back then you had to, find someone to do own financing, and that's the only way it was around during that time. So the markets changed, but like I said, I was around when it was 17% interest rate.
The economy changes every 5 to 7 years. You know what does not change? Us. I was reading an interesting post on social media. It's kind of weird how that's, I just said that's how it is now. But I get a lot of information from social media. I read a post that a young lady said, and I hope you guys don't mind me going here, but, well, I'll stop now. But,
Sorry about that.
yeah.
No problem.
But it's just basically talking about,
Oh, cool. I'm gonna get you some more.
Thank you. Oh, you can sit here.
Yeah, you got me a seat.
This seat is empty too. The little girl who's sitting here, but she moved.
Yeah.
Saints, I'm gonna just get you checked in real quick, okay?
well, yeah, so the economy is changing, the way money is being made. If you look at 1950 or so, 20 bucks would take you a long way. 20 bucks ain't gonna get you nowhere nowadays. You can't even go to Wendy's nowadays for 20, well, you get 4 for 4, but, I like 4 for 4, that's what I'm missing. But it's changed. And if you look at the reports that are out there, the U.S. Census report, I'm actually gonna just freestyle this here, because I wanna go, there's a place I wanna get to, but I wanna give you this background first. But if you look at the U.S. Census report, I believe this one was done a few years back, but it says that the national average individual income is about, how many of you guys can guess, what is the national average individual income?
30,000.
30,000.
Oh, that's what it is.
What is a household income?
That's right.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Oh, wow.
Between 30 and say 40, but we just keep it 30.
I'm gonna write my own book now.
Yeah, you know you got it. But the household income, guess what the household income is?
I think it's 50.
50,000. Good job. Good job. $50,000. But when you look at it, that may not seem like a lot of money on an annual basis, year-to-year basis, right? But over your 40-year working lifetime, from 25 to age 65, guess how much money that is? $2 million. Wow. So we're all millionaires. We all have access to money, right? But what is money? Paper. Paper, energy. I love it. You know my acronym for the word money is? My own natural energy. You heard that?
Yes.
Yeah, it's energy. But let's take it a little further. It is energy, you're absolutely right. But what is money? Money is an idea. Right? Money is an idea. And if you're lacking money, you're lacking action upon that idea. Right? Money also grows on trees. So I don't care what you heard growing up, money don't grow on trees. Money does grow on trees.
Oh, yeah, it does.
The problem is you're not planting the right seeds. Let's keep it real. Okay? So you have to ask yourself these deep questions in order to get where you are. What is a vision? I'm just kind of going off all this stuff off the top of my head before I get to my point. What is a vision?
Your idea for the future?
Yeah. It's something that motivates you in the present so that you're motivated to get to that future vision that you have. All right? So the average household income is $50,000. That's $2 million over a 4-year working lifetime. So the $2 million question, where's all the money going? Where's it going?
Circulating good.
That's a good. Well, where's it circulating? It is circulating big time, right?
Is it like 2% of the population or something like that?
No, we're talking like where's it going? So your income,
Where's
where's it going? Well, if you look at it, 40% of it is going towards the IRS, right? Let's say the federal tax is what, 39.5, and you include state taxes if you have it, then you got sales tax, gas tax, this tax, that tax. This is 40%, right? So 40 cents of every dollar you earn is gone before you even get it, right? We talked about student loan debt and debt. That takes up another 30% of your money. So off top, 40 plus 30, I'm no math genius, but I know that's 70. 70 cents of every dollar you make is already gone before you touch your money, leaving you with roughly about 23 cents to spend on daycare, rent, food, etc. There's still 3%. Guess what that is?
Disposable income.
Retirement.
Oh, man.
Retirement. 2 million, 3%, what is that? 60,000. So the average family over a 40-year working lifetime is working at $2 million, only say 3%, which is $60,000 to live off in retirement at age 65. How long are we living?
100, 80, 90.
The average person is broke from that 3% within 5 years. Within a few years. So what's the solution? Make more money. Right. Make more money, right? But it seems that it's simple, right? It seems that simple. Make more money, but more money, more.
That's right.
More to the government.
More taxes.
Right?
More problems.
They get 40% of all that.
So making more money is cool, but just imagine we focus on keeping more of that money.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Investing it in real estate, things that appreciate in value. One, you guys can correct me on this. This is not my space of real estate, but over the history of real estate, it's appreciated on average about 5% a year, right?
Yeah, appreciation rate. It's hard markets.
Just be conservative, right? So people always got a place to live. I mean, we're in real estate right now, right?
Yeah.
So you have to focus on keeping more of that money and using it the right way. All right. Any questions? I kind of just went deep in your heart, kind of off memory and off my normal presentation script. But any questions? And keep me on my time, bro. Trust me, I can talk.
It's 35 after, so you still got it.
Okay. Any questions?
Yes. How to keep more of our money. How can you tell us that?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
a good question, right? First thing, you got to change your mind about money.
Okay.
Change your perception about money and expand your understandings of money. You already said it's energy. It's an idea. It grows on trees. right? But then that's the first part. That's it sounds easy, but it's really hard because we have kids in here. We have a messed up idea about money. I'm gonna say an adult word real quick, but our idea about money is messed up. You know why? It comes from a painful place. So when we get older and we start making money, what's the first thing we say? I ain't gonna do it like my parents did, balling out. I want them Jordans I couldn't get when I was a kid. I'm gonna buy, we live in this 2-bedroom apartment, sleeping head to foot. When I get there, I'm gonna have a 6-bedroom house. Right. Nothing wrong with that, but what did I say earlier? More money, more problems. And a lot of times people think making more money cures the pain. It's a Band-Aid. You look at lottery winners. I have to say more.
It doesn't.
Amplifies the pain.
Makes it worse. That little $30,000 a year addiction turns to a $30 million a year addiction, right? Professional athletes.
Michael Vick?
Yeah.
I don't know much about Michael Vick's story, but I know that brother needs help, right? There's players, I'm telling y'all stuff, since I work with athletes, there are players right now who are playing at the highest level who can't afford to buy a cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Seriously. There are players right now in the league who are borrowing money from the top 1% athletes that are playing right now. What do you think LeBron James does with a lot of his money? Invested. He'll give you a loan.
What?
Yeah, there's a lot of top 1% of smart players that are out here borrowing money to other players on the team.
Wow.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Reggie White back in the day had his own bank, you know, in Knoxville.
Yeah.
And he was going into the inner cities and giving them loans.
Wow.
Helping them.
Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of players. A lot of people don't realize that these professional athletes. Do we got anybody in here that's a professional athlete or know anybody professional? You?
You
thought you looked familiar. Get your autograph real quick. No, but a lot of people don't realize these professional athletes get paid every 2 weeks just like everybody else.
You gotta be laughing so much. Man.
They get paid every 2 weeks just like everybody else. They have to pay taxes in every state that they play in. A lot of them have bad accountants, bookkeepers behind them, getting them in tax problems.
I hear that about tax problems. I didn't understand that they had to pay taxes in
Every state that they play. That's why you think LeBron James was so happy to go to Miami.
Right.
Don't stay in.
No state income taxes. So he made less money, but no state taxes compared to Cleveland, which is, I think, 7% or something.
So that was a money decision.
Money decision. And he needed the rings. I know y'all some LeBron fans. I'm not going to jump
And
on
that
that.
still come down to money too.
It comes down to money too. Yeah, those players only get paid during the end season. They don't. Once the season's over, they're done getting paid. And don't get fooled by them big contracts you're seeing. Well, the NBA is a little bit different because that stuff is getting out of hand. You got these players averaging 5 points a game, you know, 2 rebounds, making $100 million. Now I don't know what the CBA is doing.
Conley, I think, right?
Well, he's all right.
Yeah.
You talking about from Memphis?
Yeah, from Memphis.
He's all right, but there's some other players that are making $80 million, and you be like, bro, you ain't even on the second string, right? But that's another topic. But you have to change your perception about money. Otherwise, your money will be in control of you. And I call it give your money a purpose. Okay? When you give your money a purpose, that means you're in control. You're telling it what to do. All right? So you're in control of your spending. All right? The second thing we have to do is, we talked about this earlier. You have to have a plan to eliminate bad debt. All right? Eliminate bad debt. Debt elimination gives you access to accumulate wealth. Let me say that again.
Yeah, sir.
Debt elimination gives you access to accumulate wealth. All right? I sit down with clients every day, and the first thing they want to do is invest in the stock market. And I'm like, why? Why? You better off going to Vegas and having a fun week in Vegas. What's going on, bro?
What's going on, man?
Good, Mark Wingo.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. They want to invest in the stock market. But just imagine if you put your money and invest in yourself, and you gave your money a purpose, and you invest in getting out of debt, opposed to putting your money at risk. The rate of return is greater when you focus on getting out of debt because you're investing in yourself. I got clients earning 100% rate of return on their money just by focusing on getting out of debt, giving their money a purpose, redirecting it. All right? Stock market will come. But why would you invest in stock market and you got 40%, 30, 40% of your money going out the bank? Here, all right? So get out of debt. Any questions?
Do you recommend like a snowball method, like Dave Ramsey, where you just start with the smallest bill?
Yeah, snowball, but let's not say Dave Ramsey.
Oh, okay.
Dave Ramsey doesn't want you to get credit. He don't want you to do it that way.
Okay.
Dave Ramsey, yeah, so snowball, but don't say Dave Ramsey.
Okay.
Okay.
Good guy, good guy.
Yeah.
Good guy. Good guy. Good guy. Love him. So.
You sound like Trump now.
How?
So you sound like Trump when you say that, and make me nervous.
No, don't be nervous. I'm
What's
just.
that number two?
Which one?
After give your money a purpose, what was number two?
Oh, he said have a plan to eliminate debt, and debt elimination gives you
Okay, have a
access to
plan to
bill
eliminate
pay.
Yeah, eliminate debt. All right. So now that you got control of your money, right? You're giving your money a purpose. Now that you have a plan to get out of debt, and that's your whole focus right now, right? You want to figure out strategies to reduce your taxes. Tax strategy is a beautiful thing when done right, but a lot of people think tax strategies is a scam.
Put it in your HSAs, put it in your tax. Those will control the taxes major, and it's your money, you're saving it. Only time it's going to really hit you is once you really do take it all out.
Yeah, it's more complex than that, though. That is one strategy. But a lot of people think when you talk about tax strategies and give them, talk about tax loopholes, people think it's a scam. I'm an acronym guy, so what do you guys think the word scam means?
Sucker.
It stands for something, I guess, right?
Yeah. When people say it's a scam, I say, no, you're just still confused about money.
Okay. Still confused about money.
Yeah, you're still confused about money because you know a scam when you hear a scam, right?
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes people just confused because it sounds too, it's not what they're normal. They hear on a normal basis because of that pain situation. But if I come up to you and say, hey, bro, what's your name again?
Dawn.
Dawn, have you heard about the IRS code 7702? No. Well, it's a tax loophole that allows you to earn tax-free income. It's helping a lot of Americans eliminate their retirement income tax. Something you interested in?
Yeah. We'll go with that.
If you don't believe me, you can look at what bank do you bank with, by the way?
So it's called Columbus Bank and Trust, CB&T, Synovus, the same thing.
That doesn't work, so I never heard that bank. You bank with Wells Fargo? Which bro play with me? Well, Wells Fargo is a publicly traded company, so you can go on their website and look at their financial statements, right?
Okay.
All publicly traded companies have to report that stuff on their website. Okay. Well, I want you to go to wellsfargo.com and look at their financial statements, and you're going to see some of the tier 2 assets called non-interest items. Just take a look at that.
Okay.
Probably going to see about 46% of their money put in something. You know what that is?
That tells you who the banks are banking with?
It just tells you a strategy that they're using. It's kind of money that you don't know what it is,
Okay.
but it kind of relates to 7702 that I told you about earlier.
Okay.
They get it, they don't, but they don't want you to know about it.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
The reason why they don't want you to know about it, excuse me, I got a cold. The reason they don't want you to know about it is because they don't want you to understand the rules of the game. They just want you to deposit your money in that bank account so they can loan it out. You know what banks are?
They take your money so they can invest their money other places and get interest off your money.
Yeah, they're public stores for money.
Yeah, they're cash management. They do overnight trading with stock exchanges overseas, make a lot of money off your money.
Not just overseas.
Well, here too, but
here
I mean,
too.
but a lot of it they were having. I know years back when I worked for First American Cash Management Department, took all the assets that came in for the day, and they were working at night, making money off that, making money for their bank, and then having your money back in your account.
Wow.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
And I tell people all the time, pay attention to usury laws. There's a reason why your bank and credit card companies are based in the Dakotas and Delaware. You ever notice that?
Yeah.
No usury laws. They can do what they want.
Wow.
They can say, open your account, this free account. We'll give you 0.1% rate of return on your money. It's like, what's 0.1? Nothing. Right? And they know that as long as you keep your money in it, because we're taught to save, right?
Yeah.
Save. Well, what is saving? Saving is actually delayed spending.
Okay.
When you give your money a purpose, you understand that philosophy.
Giving money.
Because as long as you save, somebody is making money, because they believe in money in motion creates more money.
They believe that, I'm sorry?
Which
They
one?
said they believe that.
Money in motion creates more money?
money in motion creates more money.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you were taught to save, save, save. So they know as long as you keep that money into that bank account, the more access they have to lend out the money, like you mentioned. Right. And they know inflation takes the value of that money. So if you got $50,000 in the bank today, tomorrow that ain't worth $50,000. And at the same time, on a monthly basis, they're paying you 0.1, making you think you didn't accomplish, you didn't arrive. I got 50,000 in the bank. I can do what I want when I want, right? You ain't earning nothing on it. That money's losing value because of the silent killer called inflation. And that bank is making 47% a month off your money on average. So they loan out to somebody to go to school, loan out to somebody to finance a computer, to finance a boat, a car, an 18% credit card. Money in motion creates more money. All right? I think we got away from the reducing taxes. Let's bring that back in. But reducing taxes is a strategy. And real estate is one of those things that you really have to take advantage of because there's a lot of tax loopholes or tax benefits of investing in real estate. So I'm kind of excited to hear a little bit. I can't say the whole time, but I want to hear a little bit about you guys' presentation and the importance of building your credit because credit is the new integrity. You know what I'm saying? You have to have good credit to watch TV now.
You should do.
I heard that laugh. You didn't know that?
No, I know that.
You do.
You gotta have good credit.
You gotta run a credit
The
check.
power company gets your credit.
And you
Yep.
could be denied,
Electric
or either
company.
you could have to pay a bigger deposit.
Like I can't be entertained and watch Housewives of Atlanta because I got bad credit. So credit is a new integrity, right? You gotta have good credit. Where were we at? Sidebar. Where were we at? Were we at Kroger? We were somewhere and they asked me did you want to apply for a credit card? I said, excuse me?
At Kroger?
Was it
At Walmart.
Yeah, it is Kroger.
They do that at Walmart.
Kroger too. Kroger is
Yeah.
doing it.
Yeah.
The lady asked me, would I like to apply for a credit card? I said, well, do I look like I ain't got no money to pay for this bill? I felt offended. But yeah, you can finance some groceries.
Yeah.
Finance dinner, man.
As if you're not paying enough tax already, now you get to pay interest on it.
It's real. It's real. So the moral of the story is focus on you. Who cares who's president? Who cares who wired somebody's phones? Who cares whose emails got deleted? Who cares who's speaking to that man over that you can see from my backyard? Is that the right Russian? Is that the right thing? The same thing I said? Oh, geez, I messed up the joke. I didn't know if I was right. But who cares? Because at the end of the day, you need to be focused on creating your own economy. Okay?
I agree with that.
You need to create your own economy. And when you do that, it puts you in control. You don't care about what the interest rate is on the loan that you get. You don't care about, how much money you got to pay the taxes. Most people want to get a big tax refund at the end of the. That's not good tax strategy right there. Financial planning getting a $10,000 refund. That's not good, right? So it's okay when you get that tax bill. It's okay to owe that 2 cents. It's all right. You got that money throughout the year, right? And properly set your stuff up the right way. So when it comes time to paying tax and handling your business, your corporation is formatted the proper way, right? So get everything in order and focus on creating your own economy. And who cares about what goes on the outside on the base economy? Because when you got your house in order, can't nobody tell you nothing. All right?
Do we have any questions?
How are people getting those huge tax refunds? And when does it ever come back to bite them?
Low income. I mean, the lower, those child tax credits, student loans, those, that's the loan for going to school. I can't remember the credit name.
I know what you're talking about.
The earned income credits one. I mean, it's a lot of things out there, but the lower money you make, the more you qualify for, right? So you want to make sure you just get your stuff in order. Who cares about, But there are tax strategies around that stuff too now. You can still get a refund and still make a lot of money. All right. I didn't say this earlier, and I hate saying this. You know this. I'm real kind of reserved. I don't like putting my business out there, but when publications be writing this stuff and companies are now evaluating my company and offer to buy my company, I kind of got to put it out there. But I got a pretty successful company. My company's valued at a little close to $10 million. All right. But the thing is, people all the time.
That's wrong.
Yeah, thank you. But the thing is, I don't look like that, and I don't carry myself that way. And I wrote a book about becoming a millionaire, and I hate it every single day because people want to know, are you a millionaire? I'm like, well, what's $1 million? We already identified that earlier. It's nothing, right? Because you can be broke making $1 million, right? But the thing is, I tell people, no, I'm not a millionaire. Why? You got a multi-million-dollar company. I said, my company's doing good, but I learned the game. Mark Wingo's an employee of my company.
Mm-hmm.
I get a paycheck every 2 weeks, right? Of $50,000 a year.
Mm-hmm.
4,100 some change every single month I make. But the reason I know that, I know my financial numbers, because when we were going through our financial situation, when my wife was working at her job, we learned to survive off of $45,000 a year.
You do.
So I said, when I make it, I'm gonna keep it the same. Now, don't get me wrong, we still have fun on the business expense. I travel the country and have fun and get paid to speak and stuff like that. But the more the thing is, I learned my financial number. I know what it takes for me to live on a monthly basis, to eat good, to do what I want to do and not have to worry about anything, and still keep business and personal. I mean, I drive a normal car. Actually, below normal, my car's got a little bumps and bruises, little love taps to it. But it's paid off. And it got me here. So I don't care. So, yeah. Any other questions?
Well, what's your strategy on paying down student loan debt?
Go cash broke to be debt free. Sacrifice everything. I don't care if you got to eat ramen noodles, the man with the 4 fingers, Hamburger Helper, if y'all know who that is. Sacrifice whatever you got to sacrifice to get out of debt. A-S-A. You finally caught that one.
Like, what's he talking about? Fingers.
Man with the 4 fingers.
I was like, oh, that's real.
I said, I spoke at Morehouse the other day, and I said that they started cracking up. Because a lot of young kids, they didn't really get it. So I hit them with the ramen noodles. They got that.
Yeah.
And I said, you don't want to be like me when you're 25, 30 years old eating ramen noodles. It's fun when you're in college. But when you grown, got kids, and you should have choices, ramen noodles ain't good. They're good. But yeah, the strategy to get out of debt is just that should be your only purpose. And people get mad at me when I tell them this here. If your debt exceeds your annual income or salary, if your debt load is $70,000, you make $50,000, you better not be starting a business right now. You better not be wanting to invest in the stock market. Your sole purpose for the next 5 to 10 years, it should be getting out of debt. It's a tough pill to swallow, but it's real. Because we get caught up in trying to chase that money. I call it chasing the winds of success. We forget about the real pain, the real problem. So you start making some money on the side, guess what happens on this side? That debt's still there. Because you think you start making money, you living nice, you ain't gonna pay off no debt, you're gonna get more debt. Bad debt, I should say. Bad debt. So yeah, go cash broke to be debt free so you can have the greatest possibility of being cash rich.
Any other questions? Also want to, since we're online as well, if you want to market either your book or just your services and how people can reach out to you.
Oh, speaking to the camera?
Yeah, and
Okay.
the audience as well, but
Okay.
the camera, because I'm going to put this on YouTube later, so get some more promotion.
No, I mean, it's just real simple. If you guys want to know more information, I mean, NB Financial Group is a website. You can follow me on social media. If you guys got your phone out right now, just take it out. Let's follow right now in the moment. Whatever platform you want to follow me on, it's just Wingonomics. It's on the book there. WINGONOMICS. And if y'all reach out to me on social media, I'm gonna reach back out. If I got time. I'm not one of those people who think I'm too uppity and I ain't gonna.
Respond back, right?
Yeah, I respond back sometimes. Well,
Yeah, your company is financial planning, and y'all don't do taxes. So.
Yeah, so we're financial planning by day. So we got into the tax industry about 2012 when the market was kind of, so we got into the tax industry as a way to get in front of more clients. We didn't know the tax industry was such a gold mine. So we started doing more tax and making a lot more money, seeing more clients, and transition those tax clients into financial planning clients.
That makes sense.
And then what we did was we franchised that bad boy. So we have over 50 tax offices across the country. Now, I honestly think my tax program is the best tax coaching program for financial and tax professionals. And it costs $10,000. Just put that out there, it costs $10,000. But you're gonna get everything you need to be successful in the tax industry, or if you're already in the tax industry, how to increase your profits.
And what's your social media handles one more
I
time?
thought you were about to say my social security number. My social media handle is Wingonomics. WINGONOMICS.
This is my last question.
Yes, sir.
How do you go about how would you advise someone to go about selecting a tax company?
That's a really good question. I never had that question. But you select a tax company that has your best interest at hand. Preferably one that understands the entire tax law and look it out for the long term, because to be honest with you, tax planning or tax strategy is just not a 4-month process. This is a 40-year process. So you want to make sure that they understand the financial side of things, the retirement side of things, the holistic approach. You don't want nobody just trying to get you the biggest refund possible. Does that make sense?
Right.
Because when we sit down with our clients, we're just not doing taxes. We're doing retirement strategies. I'm asking those questions like I asked her, are you interested in, increasing your Social Security benefits by up to 65%? Hey, did you know that you can reduce your the tax you pay in your retirement income by as less than 1%? I'm asking these type of questions so that I can better help them in the long run. I mean, getting a $10,000 tax refund is just not good. And a lot of people are getting it and they think they balling. Think they balling. No.
They're gonna be at the club this weekend.
Oh, Walmart's popping right now.
Last screens, everything.
We just seen somebody find a brother with his girl. Pretty sure it was her tax refund, but he was picking out the TV. He was picking out. I tried to help, brother. No, you don't want that one. You want the, you want the Roku already in it. But anyway, but yeah.
That's what I just bought.
Yeah, good stuff. I'm actually holding off to buy mine because I don't want people to think I'm spending tax refund money. I just get it the other way. That's what I say. I own a tax company. I ain't even filed my taxes yet. Do it quarterly. Well, good questions. Any last questions? Yes, sir.
So if I were to buy a franchise, would it make sense for me to use that franchise to do my own taxes? Or would that be like if I opened up one of your franchises here, could I have them do my taxes? That branch of the franchise?
I think President Trump would knock on your door if you do that. Yeah, you could.
Oh, he would?
Yeah, you can do your own tax. It's your company.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, it's your company. You actually
it's kind of like saying, what if I buy McDonald's? Will I be able to
eat? Oh, yeah, you good.
Yeah, okay. Because I'm going to buy some McDonald's.
Yeah.
Man, Big Mac.
Subway's really good too. I got a lot of clients.
They'd have to give me good service because it was mine. I'd be the owner.
You get fired. But yeah, you can do your own tax if you own. I mean, it's your own office. It's your own brand. You're not buying a franchise with.
I just wanted to like dip it into my own pocket.
Yeah, it's your own name. You can be lifestyle taxes or whatever the case would be. You do. I mean, if you want to do your friends, family for $0, that's money out of your pocket.
Oh,
you're in control
taxes.
of it. Yeah. Good question. Any other questions? I see you pondering. You got a question? I see you pondering.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
the wheels are just turning.
I I came in late, so I didn't know what was said already to ask.
Okay, well, we haven't recorded, but I'll upload it to YouTube.
Awesome.
Yeah, you want to just?
I just want to know. Well, I know your name now, Mark Wingo, but what's your franchise again? Your tax franchise?
Yeah, so I'm the president and CEO of New Beginning Financial Group, which is a financial planning firm that works with families, businesses, and former professional athletes. So we do financial planning by day.
Okay.
But we also are in the tax industry as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I actually got a bunch of questions. I'm sorry. What are some of the common things that entrepreneurs do when you review their tax law? What are some things that they're doing wrong in terms of their finances?
Not keeping track of where they spend their money.
Oh, that's not good.
You're not taking advantage of all the deductions and credits that are out there. There's over 400 tax deductions and credits that entrepreneurs have that they're just not, they don't understand. They don't understand that they're getting bad advice. I was actually speaking the other day and I talked about this. So you guys have, how many of you guys have kids? How many got a home-based business or a sole proprietor type of business? Right? Well, do you know the IRS allows you to pay your kids, right, on payroll and give them up to $6,000 tax-free? And if you want to get a little further, you can pay them up to $11,000 because you can fund $5,000 to an IRA.
Do we have to tell them?
No,
Like, do they grow up? Like, do they even need to know?
No, that's the thing. They don't have to know. This can be a Kickstarter for adulthood for them. But it's a tax loophole. And somebody told me the other day that I wasn't telling the truth. You got to worry. What did he say?
Child labor.
You got to worry about child labor law. I said, I'm not having them in the sweatshop. We're talking about putting stamps on envelopes and, doing little stuff, right? How many of you guys know if you got a home-based business and you go and your kids work for you and you go home and you buy dinner and you guys have a family meeting and 100% of your food that you bought for that day is tax deductible? It's a home office. It's a business meeting because your kids are employees.
What if you work at home from like a big corporation? Is there any way you can
You're
find
an
taxes
employee.
in them?
You don't have access to those deductions.
See, because of everything, you got your electricity running, all the equipment.
You're an
See, that's
employee.
not really right when you think about it.
It's a lot of different stuff out there that people don't understand. I had he was a potential client, but he drove Uber. How many of you guys drive Uber or know someone drives Uber?
Yeah, I know someone. Yeah, everybody. I know everybody.
Well, when someone, say, vomits in your car, Uber will pay for this, give you $250 to clean it. And this guy said, they give me this money. All right, cool, that's dope. Well, are you paying for this out of your pocket? No, Uber's paying for it. I said, no. Are you paying this out of your pocket? You want to pay for this out of your pocket because that's a tax deduction for you. If Uber gives you the money, it's a tax deduction for who? Uber. Use your money. That's why I say go cash broke. Being broke is good when doing the right way. Being broke is good. Keep everything to the business. So deductions and credits is one thing that a lot of entrepreneurs are not.
Yeah, I think I need a consultation.
Yeah, it's really bad. It's really bad. We had another. I'm kind of rambling here, but we have a client in Minnesota. She's a wannabe entrepreneur. She got a $12,000 grant from the state of Minnesota to do photography work. $12,000 grant, and she's up for like $100,000 or something like that. And we did her tax. We've been doing her tax for a few years. And she complained this year because she owed the state of Minnesota $300. I said, why are you complaining? You done got $12,000 from these bad boys and you don't want $300 back? Well, I think you did something wrong. I'm gonna seek second opinion. Hey, we already e-filed. You already gave us the go, signed off on it, but you feel free. But you won. You won. But she has that painful mindset or that painful experience. She wants this big tax refund. Owing money is not that bad. And if you do it the right way, got the right tax person paying attention to your tax strategy throughout the year, they can say, hey, Ryan, you look like you're going to owe a little bit of money. They can tell you this in November, December. You can look like you're going to owe a little bit. Go spend some money, man. Go buy whatever you want.
Thanks for watching the video. We appreciate your viewership. By the way, guys, make sure you subscribe to 100%finance.com. We have a plethora of tools that can help you succeed financially. We have a report on credit repair, 3 tips on how you can improve your FICO score. We also have a business credit ebook. We have a ton of real estate related documents, from deal analyzers to a mortgage calculator, a whole bunch of resources. You just have to subscribe. And one last thing, don't want to forget, we are offering free live webinars to answer your questions. This is only made available to our website subscribers. So you have to subscribe to 100%finance.com to receive the details as to the date, the time, and the call-in information for the webinars to answer your credit repair, business credit, or business funding needs, as well as your real estate related questions. Thank you guys again for watching, and subscribe.